skip it. See it or skip it. See it or skip it.
What is up, my gaggle of geeks? I am here at the Utah Film Center near the Artist Commons area, and I'm here with director Jill Orschel, who is the director of Snowland. There's going to be a screening of this on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Jill, it's so nice to meet you.
Oh, so nice to meet you too, Patrick, and great to be here.
Yeah, well, I had a chance to watch this already, and it came out at a very unique time because Netflix also has their own FLDS things coming out, but yours feels so much more personal and specific to this one singular person. Before we jump into that, though, tell me about why we're here at the Utah Film Center talking about this particular one.
Well, we're showing Snowland on Wednesday, April 29th at the new screening room here at the Utah Film Center, and also known as the Geraldine Dreyfus Building, who we all love her. And I'm so excited to be showing here as a Utah filmmaker. The Utah Film Center really supports us filmmakers. They're my fiscal sponsor. I was able to raise money for this film, and I'm so excited to share Snowland with Salt Lake City audiences. I really feel like people are gonna love the story, and more importantly, love the person that I have featured in this. Her name is Coralie Witt, and she dealt with a lot of dark things.
Yes. Yes, and you found a way to bring a lot of light into this documentary, though. So, and congratulations on getting it funded. That's such an important aspect of all of this, and the Utah Film Center does an amazing job of making that work with everyone. This screening is going to be part of the Utah Filmmaker Showcase. Make sure that you go to this website down below if you want to RSVP for it. Again, that's on Wednesday at 7. But let's start here. What drew you to documentary storytelling, and how did this path lead you to this story particularly? Yeah,
you know, I entered Utah through moving here from Aspen, Colorado, and it was hard to leave there. That's where I grew up, and I'm a skier, and I didn't realize the Sundance Institute and the Sundance Film Festival was something, and I got involved with them right away as a volunteer, then as a staff photographer, and slowly but surely I was making my way into being incredibly appreciative of independent film and being a filmmaker myself, and a documentary film in particular. The documentary filmmakers were my celebrities. I loved the stories, the authenticity. Can't believe this is true.
And Sundance brings some of the best documentaries too, so I'm sure that was really fun to experience that.
Absolutely inspiring, and it made me find my purpose and also my voice too. You know, just Robert Redford's message to us filmmakers: we all have a story, and I would say that this feature-length documentary that is my first one was just really inspired by my work and love of the Sundance Institute.
And tell us a little bit about this documentary.
I made a short film called Sister Wife that was in the Sundance Film Festival. It was about another woman who had 12 children, and it was about why she would get involved in that kind of a situation. With that short film that I made, I really wanted to go further. I wanted to get people interacting with each other, and I wanted to do something really creative. And how we did that was we took all the photos of my film participant, Cora, from her time in Colorado City. She's got a world that she calls Snowland. That's her escape in life, how she deals with her dark past. It's her, you know, how she copes. And we turned that into stop motion animation.
Right.
And that's about 20 minutes of the film, which a lot of people are responding to that, because hearing a story that's such a dark subject of a woman that was a child bride and was an indentured servant for so many years. She's able to tell that story, but we're able to say it in a way that we can just really understand it a little bit better, because these things get pretty heavy.
That is a really good way to put it, and that ties in a little bit to one of my questions about the stop motion animation, which, first of all, beautiful. Love seeing the way it kind of took on, like, you know, in the LDS faith, or in the FLDS faith, everybody loves scrapbooking, and that was such a big part of it. And seeing these, it was reminding me of, like, oh, this is a cool little scrapbook memory or way to give this story. It can almost feel childlike at first glance, but
absolutely,
the themes are anything but. How did you balance that tone so it didn't feel as reductive?
One thing that I knew from the very beginning was, why did I want to tell the story? I didn't necessarily want to tell a FLDS story or a cult story. I wanted to tell a story about a fellow artist. And when your artist is childlike. Snowland is her artistic creation. It's her writing, her costume making, her drawings. They're all timeless. So telling this story from her past that was dark and heavy, and in the present, trying to get her Snowland seen by the world. And the Snowland itself is kind of this timeless, fluid thing that is intertwined throughout, I'd say.
Right. Well, and that creative process is so interesting because Snowland is this world that she's created to survive more than anything.
That's right.
What do you think it ultimately says about imagination and that form of power?
I think that's a great question. I love that question because that is the thing that I want people, when they see it, to know that we all have creativity. We all have reasons and dark things that we need to get past. Our world's in a really difficult time right now. Art and creativity is more important than ever. So I think this is a important film for people to see right now.
Let's talk about the first time you met with Cora. What was that experience like, and what did you need to say to kind of convince her that she was in good hands with you?
Well, trust is everything when you're making a documentary, especially a personal story about somebody. She needs to trust me and I need to trust her because I gave 12 years of my life to this story.
That's incredible. 12 years is a very long time.
Incredible is one way to put it. Crazy is another. When we first met, it was when her niece's film that I did, Sister Wife, at Sundance, we had a premiere party and Cora was there. And we struck up a conversation about Snowland and these fairies and these castles and these sparkles, and I'm like, woo! And very soon after, I went to her apartment that she was living with her older daughter, and they work on Snowland here and there. And I just got my camera out right away, and I just said, hey Cora, let's just see where this goes. And she's trying to get people to see Snowland. So she has her wishes as well. So she was very open to having me film her. But you know what? We talk all the time to this day. And that trust and that friendship means so much to the film. I hope people see the love that I have for her.
Well, it feels intimate. Like literally most of the time when you're interviewing her, she's in bed as you're talking to her. So like that right there kind of says that there's a level of comfort that you guys were able to breach together. That's great.
Totally.
Was there ever a version of the film that looked completely different? Because 12 years is such a long span of time, or something that maybe she had said during those early years that made you go, we have to completely shift this?
Totally. I was very interested in more of the, 12 kids. I thought, we should go to each kid, do a journey of each kid, adults now, and what does Snowland mean to them? Because for some, it was a way to help her and get close with their mom. For others, they were, kind of took her away from them. And I thought, this is really interesting. But you know what? It wasn't working in the camera. When you got it or you don't got it. Right. And it wasn't working, so I had to shift. Another thing that we had to shift on was, in the movie, Cora goes back to Colorado City. I'm just like, oh my God. Right. We're going there. We're going from the nice, comfortable apartment where they're working on Snowland to the place where there's all these people that don't know me very well. So I had to also build trust down there. And that was a huge shift for me. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Was there anything that you learned or had a preconceived notion about that changed as you got to know the people?
Honestly, I think there's a lot of good people that live down in Colorado City. I think it's very misunderstood. There's a lot of bad things happening, and there are bad things happen everywhere. And that's where I think the attention needs to be on, is the crimes that are happening and believing the victims. Plain and simple. I think that's universal, and it's just really strong there. But there's a lot of things that I really appreciated about that community. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, family sticks together, helping one another, doing things as a family. I mean, I really loved that. There's a lot of, you know, regular people, and so I kind of wanted to demystify some of that. You know, a lot of times that community, a lot of people like to make fun of it. You know, I always knew that there's a lot of great human stories down there, and I really wanted to shed light on that because we're all in this together, and you know, we need to, when there's bad things happening, we need to take that seriously and not make fun of it. So, many ways, this is what I hope my film does.
I think it will. Again, congratulations on this. This is a story that is both about a creative artist's vision and a therapeutic device to help get them through their own traumas. And I think you executed it completely well. This is going to be again on Wednesday at the Utah Film Center, so make sure that you guys go and RSVP for this. It's in the link down below. Thank you to the Utah Film Center for letting us do this interview, and we'll see you guys at the next review. Take care.
Yeah, come see us.